I want you guys to tell me about the birth of Jesus. You can help each other.
He was, when he, so they were riding on a donkey. It's supposed to be, you know how they put it on Christmas? Well, in winter? It's supposed to be in like summer, around July. And July's my birthday.
Jesus wasn't born in a house. He was born in
He was born in a barn.
feeder,
born in a
horse feeder, and he was thankful for it. And then whenever he grew up, he started preaching He started preaching and he started teaching, and the older people, like the adults, they called him the rabbi because he was preaching and some didn't like him. And then whenever he was whipped and the people couldn't recognize him anymore. And then whenever he died on the cross, he went to the grave and rose up 3 days later. And then whenever, I don't know her name, but she couldn't recognize, Mary Magdalene couldn't recognize him because he was all cleaned up and he didn't have those sores on his body.
Actually,
all he had was he had the holes in his hands.
Yep, he had the hole right here in his wrist, the other one, and then he had the feet. That's what God can do.
Mm-hmm.
It would have run through his vein, but God healed that. I can't explain. It's hard to explain.
When Mary found out she was getting ready to have a baby, an angel had come to her. Okay, so what do you think that angel looked like?
Bright.
Yeah.
Very bright, because
Wings and a normal body.
I don't know.
Was glowing up yellow gold.
It was like a bright light and blonde hair.
I don't know.
I think it was Gabriel, because Gabriel is the messenger.
A flying human with wings.
No clue.
It looked like it had like a white robe and the hair probably looks brown or white. I don't know. That's exactly what I was thinking. Happy birthday, Jesus!
What did the angel say to Mary?
I need to remember this one. That Jesus was going to be born?
Right there.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
When they had to travel to Bethlehem, how did they travel?
With the
wagon.
No, not a wagon. It was, oh my gosh.
A donkey.
A boat. A camel. A horse. A donkey. Like a pig. A donkey.
Donkey.
Yeah, donkeys actually smell like poop.
How long do you think it took them to get there, to Bethlehem?
Didn't it say in the
days?
Bible? 3 days.
Okay.
2 hours.
2 or 3 days.
4 days.
Okay.
1 night. 60 hour.
7 years.
4 days. 10 miles. A whole day. 5 miles. 1,000 million trillion billion.
When they get there, do you think it was easy for them to find some place to stay?
No.
No, everybody kept denying them and saying, no, you cannot go to a house, I'm sorry.
Everybody was like, nope.
Where did they end up staying?
And a place where animals lived for tons
A
of
barn.
animals.
Where sheep and cows and pigs will at a cave.
Barn?
In a wooden
cabin.
Like to give birth?
Yeah.
In a barn.
Twas the week before the first Christmas, and in heaven preparations were nearly set for the birth of the Christ child. The Father and Son were going over last-minute instructions. The angelic choir rehearsed their Gloria songs in preparation for their concert before a flock of sheep and shepherds. But in one of the hallowed halls, 2 angels were burning the midnight oil, still frantically trying to arrange one last detail.
I need that.
Hey, Marty.
Hey, Carl.
I think we're going to need a miracle on that other door over there.
Yeah. Good thing that wasn't my fault.
Yet. You know what I do know? I know this is a bad idea.
What was?
When the boss stuck me with you. I mean, seriously. I knew we would be working frantically the last minute to get our little project done.
Really, Carl? I'm not always behind.
Oh, no? Oh, no? Really? Are you serious? Remember the 10 plagues of Egypt? We were supposed to be number 3, Marty, but after the frogs and before the flies, we were going to strike Egypt with a plague of hell. But the last minute, someone forgot to plug in the ice machine to make the hell, so we got bumped in favor of the gnats.
All right, so I was a little behind that time, but it was well worth the wait. The boss even said so himself, all in his perfect timing.
Well, I sure hope that timing doesn't fail us this time. We're 72 hours from the big event, and we have nothing to hang over the manger.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. They vetoed your idea, remember? The birth of the King of Kings. We're not going to hell his birth with a barnyard full of pink flamingos.
I liked it.
Come on, Marty. We need to think of something fast now that we're going to suspend over the manger.
I have an idea. I know what we need, and yes, it's perfect.
Oh, yeah?
A bumblebee.
A bumblebee?
Sure. Let me show you. Hey, go get...
I don't know, Marty. I just don't know, Marty. I don't know. I'm not sure. But if you think Brett Dennis is going to be the best bumblebee, then I will try it. I need you to come up here, sir.
Here's your glasses. And your crown. And your... I might need some help with these wings. Oh, you look like you've done that before.
That's awkward. Yeah, they're too good. Huh. Very weird.
See? I love bees.
Yeah, but a bee? It seems so small.
Yeah, but the yellow and black color scheme, it's eye-catching. And they make the coolest sound. Check it out. Buzz for me, bee.
Kind of quiet, isn't it?
Okay. Try this for me. Say, bee.
Bee.
Well?
Let's have him try it directly over the model. Stand right there.
Where he is?
Where he is.
Okay. Okay, now say, bee.
What's wrong with your bee's arms?
I don't really know.
I don't know, Marty. I don't think it's going to work.
You got a better idea?
I sure do.
Okay, Brett, you can
I
step
sure
back.
do.
Bee, you can step back to the corner.
An animal with greater size, strength and power. An animal that stands for freedom, liberty, and independence.
A bald eagle.
A cow.
Please tell me you're joking.
No, I'm not joking at all, Marty. Oh, eye contact doesn't need to be made. Hey, what time's your watch say? Oh, it's time to get on the stage. I read it from over here.
Please don't be offended, sir. He was dropped on his head as a cherub.
Watch out for the half a door.
All right, you're probably going to want to remove
secure.
your hat and glasses for this one. And put this on.
All right.
Dude, you think bees look cool? Nothing's cooler than a simple black and white stylings of a typical Hereford. And you want to talk about a cool sound? Moon Forest, bestie. Have they done this before?
I think so.
This is awkward.
Okay, problem there. It'll sound like a boo, and the poor kid's going to get enough boos when he reaches the age of 33. Plus, it's God's only son, and we do not want to be seen as booing him.
Well, excuse me. You think you got a better idea of what the cow should say?
Yes, I do. Let's try a few things. Cow, say me.
Too egotistical.
Okay, say my.
Oh, that's way too selfish.
Okay, try say mo.
Reminds me of the Three Stooges.
How about this, cow? Say may.
That might work.
Okay, let's test it with the model. Come up here, and we'll...
That's good right there.
It's the blind leading the cow. It's okay.
Helen Keller. Never mind. That was...
Too far.
Too far.
Stick to the script. All right.
Okay, cow, say your line. May. I still like moo better.
This isn't going to work. What else can we try?
Let's have you go back here by the bee. If I can find it. Just walk toward the wall, and when you hit the wall, stop.
Do you know where you are?
How about a boy band?
A what?
A boy band, Marty. Everyone loves music, right?
Yes, and everybody hates boy bands.
What? Marty, you have no style. I'm going to need me a boy band. I got a few things in mind. You know, every band needs someone that's a strong leader,
Yeah.
like a good coach,
Oh,
to
yeah.
lead things on.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I believe you're up for the band. But don't worry. We'll pick some other band members with you. You just wait. You'll have some others that will join you in the bands.
Coach, I even got you a hat.
That is right up his style. Oh, this is going to be good. Who else? Who else is going to be in the band, you wonder? Well, every band should have a pastor.
Yep, I agree.
And I choose you.
He's so punny.
It's a complicated world we live in. It's complicated. Complicated. So maybe you should go up there and help him out in the band. Yeah, I think you need to be in that band. Oh.
I definitely think you need to trade hats.
We need one more for the band. We need one more for the band. And I wonder who we could pick. I wonder who could be in the band.
Sir, your new glasses.
What a band. What a band. Huh. I think you're up. I think it's, what shall we call them? One Direction?
Been done.
Backstreet Boys?
Nope, so is that one.
I got it. New Kids on the Block.
No.
Menudo?
Get real.
Which
Carl.
one's Ricky Martin? There's 4 of them. Let's call them the Fours.
The Fours? Shouldn't it be the 4? There's only one set of 4.
I got one word for you, Marty. Artistic license.
That's 2 words.
Okay, boy band. We're going to have to practice this. When I point to you guys, you just say the Fours. We're going to show Marty that this is good. So when I point to you, all together, just say the Fours.
One.
Listen, Marty, we got work to do.
Okay, ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Marvelous.
No, dude, I've heard sneezes that were more musical.
Oh, you have?
I got it.
Okay.
Okay, go get.
Gotcha. You fellas can step back. You can't leave, but you got to step back.
Sorry.
Oh. Are you sure about this one, Marty? Are you sure?
It's not my fault. I'm sorry. I really didn't tell him any names.
You sure?
It is not my fault.
I thought you said, go get Jason Vanderberg. Because he wants to come up on the stage. I could have swore you said that, Marty.
We have no women representation up here. Okay.
They would all trade out gladly.
True.
But that's not an option.
Okay. Can you step up forward here, Mr. Sneezer? Okay. Now sneeze for me.
Achoo.
No bigger. I mean like, achoo!
Achoo.
Needs
You
to be
choose what?
bigger even. Let's try waffle. Okay, try it like this. With you.
With you.
I don't know, Carl. What do you think?
It still doesn't seem right.
Yeah, there's something missing.
What if we put them all together?
How can we do that?
Let's rearrange the group.
Okay, you want to take him down on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I need, first I'm going to need, let's see. First, let's have the cow. This should be great.
Oh, gosh, help him down.
Nope. Somebody broke the pin. All right, you're at the stairs. A little late on telling you that. Listen, I know a great guy, though, if you don't make it. And he loves hamburgers. Come on over here, Bessie. All right, then I'm going to need the boy band. Come on down here. Remember, boy band, not the guards at the door. Scooch on down toward the cow. I know it's weird, but go ahead and go closer. Then I need the bee. Now I need you to behave. Okay. But do it over there. Yes. Last but not least, I need you, Sneezer. Come on down. And just stand right there. Let's see. Don't forget what you're saying. And you guys put this in the middle. This is you, and this is you. Now let's try this. Let's try this out. When I point to you, you say it. May. Be with you.
Boy, that sounds familiar. Was that Moses or Elijah?
Obi-Wan Kenobi, wise guy. That line's from Star Wars.
What did you say?
I said that line is from Star Wars.
What? Say it again?
I said that line is from...
Oh, you forgot his... I went too fast.
Yeah.
Let's do this again.
Yeah, that line is from Star.
Carl, you are a genius.
I am?
No, not really. But sometimes even the lowliest stumble into greatness. I know what we need now. You don't even know what I'm going to say, and you're already looking around.
I just...
Yes, the one thing that will be the symbol for all time, the birth of Christ, the guiding light to wise men who seek him, now and for all time. I need you to go find a star.
A star? So on this day, a star is born? Oh. You know what sounds like star because it has 4 letters in its name? John. Sounds just like it. Come this way, my star. Up on the stage.
Oh,
he's going up.
Okay.
He's got to be above the manger. Marty,
True.
come on. We got to get this right.
You're going to have to hold this high.
Well, we gave you a platform.
All right. It will hang in the heavens, shining down on Bethlehem and all the earth. It will be a star.
And so it came to pass that a star hung in the heavens, shining down on the baby Jesus as he entered the world, bringing peace on earth and goodwill towards men.
You may go sit down, gentlemen. You may go sit down.
What kind of animals were in the stable?
Lions and dogs and mutties and almonds and tigers and wetbirds and tiger and cheetahs. No pigs, no pigs.
like a sheep and horse.
Cows,
chickens,
goats,
pigs.
What do you think it smelled like in there?
poop.
Poop. And pee.
Bad.
Nasty.
Disgusting.
Have you ever been in a barn?
No.
No?
Poop.
Horse dookie.
Disgusting.
Yeah, probably.
Poop.
Yes.
Yes.
And because they poop in there.
Nasty.
Dog poop.
And they were probably stepping in all of it.
Yeah.
So what did, when she had baby Jesus, what did he sleep in?
A hay pile.
Manger.
Like a bird's nest.
He was
Crib.
maybe like some hay.
In a basket with wood. A cradle. And hay.
And hay.
Probably like a spot next to some of the animals.
Happy birthday, Jesus!
It's better? Okay. So I need volunteers. And your part is simple. I just want you to act. And I will ask for what we need. So each part.
Mary had a baby, yes, Lord. Mary had a baby, yes, my Lord. Mary had a baby, yes, Lord. The people keep a coming and the train done gone.
What did she name him?
Yes, Lord.
What did she name him?
Yes, my Lord.
Everyone can participate in this. So, welcome everyone to Bethlehem. Let us open our eyes and ears and listen to the story of when Christ was born. Mary and Joseph, a pitiful sight. So tired and dirty, they gave me a fright. Sickly or dying, what was the matter? A room in the inn, impossible chatter. My rooms are all taken, not one empty bed. There'll not be room in Bethlehem, I said. But their eyes told a story of hunger and need. I couldn't avoid them, so I tried a good deed. I cleaned up the stable, and Rachel cooked up a meal. We helped all we could, at least that's how I feel. For we noticed that Mary was expecting, and soon. So we prepared for delivery right under the moon. The baby came so quickly, his face seemed alight, as if God's presence shined down so bright. Joseph said softly, "It's Jesus, my friend." God sent him among us to bring fear, hatred, darkness, and sin to an end. Instead, God gave light to let God's love in. So now I need some animals. Come on up, animals.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus lay down his sweet. The little Lord Jesus blowing the baby awakes. But little Lord Jesus, no cry he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my side.
My animals were calm, quieter than normal. They often were noisy and never too formal. They always were eating or else they were sleeping. The stables required continuous sweeping. But on Christmas night, they were strangely in awe at the sight of the babe and all that they saw. It's as if they were aware that God had just hushed them and fed and watered and carefully brushed them. They knew, I believe, that God had been able to work a miracle that night right there in the stable. Now, if you are here and you want to be an angel, come right on. We need angels.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
We don't often see angels in flight, but on the first Christmas, they lit up the night. They appeared to the shepherds, and boy, were they scared. Angels, cried one. Will any lives be spared? Are they here to destroy us? Is our time on earth up? Have we seen our last day? Have we drank our last cup? But peace on earth, goodwill to all, was the angel's sweet song. That was their call. With a light show that dazzled all who did see, the angels hallelujah'd and sang out with glee. To Bethlehem shepherds the angels directed to see Jesus the Christ whom God has perfected. Go worship the Lord and follow his ways, and you'll find Christmas joy for all of your days. Okay, I need some good shepherds. Anyone who wants to be a shepherd?
While shepherds kept their watching o'er silent flocks by night, behold, throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. Go to
The shepherds I told you were scared and stunned. Too much hard work, too much sun. That's what they thought. That's how they explained. Perplexed and afraid, they loudly complained. But the angel's song calmed them, and they believed. They rejoiced when they knew, and they were really quite relieved. They went to the stable and worshiped the Lord. Then they left and began to spread the good word. So I need wise men and the star. Is my star ready?
We three kings of Orient are bearing gifts. We traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Born a king on Bethlehem's plain, gold I bring to crown him again. King forever, ceasing never, over us all to reign.
The star that shone brightly led wise men at night to Bethlehem's stable, to the manger's strange light. They came bearing gifts in worship and love, praising God for his wonders from heaven above. The wise men were kneeling. The wise men were kings, and they knelt on my straw. It was the oddest of things I ever saw. If kings bring them treasure, then maybe you too can worship with pleasure the person of Jesus who came to us all, so worthy of praise, for he brings us God's call. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Come to God for the healing from strife. Come unto me, all you who labor, and I'll give you rest forever to savor. 'Twas the very first Christmas, and there in the manger, the Christ child was born, it couldn't have been stranger. Shepherds saw angels, wise men a star. They came to see Jesus. They came from afar. They knew he was special, God's very own son. He came to the earth to love everyone. He grew up in time, the Savior, the Lord, to be worshiped each day and loved and adored. So now at Christmas, we all take delight in the gift that God gave us that first Christmas night. In the gifts we receive and the ones that we give, let us never forget it's in Christ that we live.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
Just because their heart grows doesn't mean their brain grows. Oh, goodness. You know, how do you follow up to those plays? So I love when we do Christmas skits, and Shane did a great job on getting everything ready for the chaos. We don't practice one try at all, in case you couldn't tell. But it's by design that way, because the whole point of it is to just point out the fact that we're not perfect. But we serve a God that is perfect. We have that glorious God that loves us so much that he says, I don't want you to be without me. Which is the reason why we celebrate Christmas, right? Because God sent his only begotten son here to earth for us. Think about how valuable you are to him right now. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about you yourself. Be a little selfish in this moment. And think about how valuable you are that God would send Jesus to die on the cross for you. All the things you've done in your life, you're like, man, I'm not worth anything. But God says, I don't make things that are worthless. God doesn't make accidents. He doesn't make mistakes. He makes people that he loves and cherishes, and every breath you take, he gives you. It's a gift from him to you. And with every breath, all he wants is this, for you to love him back. That's it, to love him back. I want to share a scripture in Isaiah. In Isaiah 9, chapter 9, if you have your Bibles ready, I think it'll be up here. It says this in verse 6. For a child will be born to us, a son will be given to us, and the government will rest on his shoulders. And his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace. There will be no end to the increase of his government or of peace on the throne of David and over his kingdom, to establish it and to uphold it with justice and righteousness. From then on and forevermore, the zeal of the Lord of hosts will accomplish this. Not you and not me, we don't accomplish anything, but God accomplishes everything. And literally, he just wants us to be obedient to him. I love this because it says he's born to us, for us. So he's given to us for that chance at salvation. I love it because it says that the government will rest on his shoulders, which means there's nothing so powerful that it's more powerful than God. Do you realize that? And even in the power of who he is and what he is, he says, I love each one of you so much. And then you just keep reading down through there where it says, there will be no end to the increase of his government, meaning his government, the way he runs things, or of peace. I want you to think right now where you're at. How much peace do you really have in your life? Do you have some unrest? Do you have some worry? Do you have some stress in your life that shouldn't be there? Do you have things that are hindering you and bothering you that you realize right now that God didn't design you to be bothered by things? He designed you to go to him so you can find rest and peace. And then when things get hard in this world, you keep going to him and you keep leaving it to him. God, you are in charge. You are the glory. You are the righteousness. I want you to flip open to Romans 10 real quick. If you have your Bibles handy, we'll throw it up there, I think. In chapter 10, verse 8, it says this. But what does it say? It's a great question, right? What does it say? The word is near you, in your mouth and in your heart. That is the word of faith, which we are preaching, right? We're talking about it right now. That if we confess with our mouth, if you confess with your mouth, Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. So simple. We make it complicated. For with the heart a person believes, resulting in righteousness, and with the mouth he confesses, resulting in salvation. For the scripture says, whoever believes in him will not be disappointed. I want you to walk out of here today. I want you to walk out of this building. You can say you walk out here saying you've seen a silly play. That's fine. There was a lot of meaning behind those plays. I hope you got it. But I want you to also know that you don't have to be disappointed anymore. A life with Jesus is not a life of disappointments. A life with Jesus is a life of righteousness, of glory, of grace and forgiveness. A life of moving forward and not being stuck in sin. A life of saying, I can forgive because he forgave me. I don't have to have the burdens of anything in this world. All I have to do is trust in him and follow him and do what he says. It says, whoever believes in him will not be disappointed. I've never had anything in my life. I've never known one person or one thing that didn't disappoint me in some way or another. Except for Jesus. Never one time in my life have I looked at a situation I've gone through and said, man, Jesus, you really disappointed me. Most of the time if I look back, I'm like, man, that was me. I disappointed. But in all of that, Jesus says, I'm the peace, I'm the rest. Come back right here. That disappointment can melt away and we can move forward. I want you this Christmas season to not stress out about presents or the secular side of the holiday. I want you to find peace. How great would it be to just eat meals with friends and have time of fellowship and just worship his name, knowing there's nothing to worry about because no disappointment comes in Jesus. But you can have freedom and you can have grace. And because of him, righteousness rests inside of you. But it very, very clearly says that if you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. It doesn't say you have to be baptized. That's something he wants you to do, but that's not what saves you. It doesn't say you have to be a Bible scholar. He wants you to read it because that's how you know him. But that's not how you get saved, by knowing all the words in the Bible. Simply by confessing with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believing in your heart that God raised him from the dead. And you will be saved. It's that simple today. And anytime after that, if you struggle with disappointment, you take it to him and he will relieve you. And if you don't feel the relief yet,